but we've got it going here. And our pole man, Bradley Liebenberg, as they go down the hill. It's going to be Bradley Liebenberg from Sebastian Boyd, number 69. Those two, they're going to try and fight it out for the lead as they go down the first time down the hill into that fast right-hander. Here we go, as the wind's coming up here, everything's blowing. But yeah, so we just lost the TV monitor, but we'll just go cold. Thank you for those of you joining us on the live stream. Hopefully we're going to get that back. I don't know, there's a problem here in the back. If the technical guys can hear me. There we go. Okay, thanks. Got someone who's giving me his phone. Yeah, thank you, one of the guys. But okay. Bradley Liebenberg, Sebastian Boyd, Kian Grottes, Nicholas Bostanis, Eugene Brits, Wyland Wayman, they're all in there. Everybody as they come down the first time down the hill. We'll just watch the guys as they come through. Yes, we'll get first time over the line. There we go. It is Liebenberg. Kian Grottes has gone into second place. Sebastian Boyd now down to third. So it's all happening in the top four. Very close net here. But that man, Brad Liebenberg, once he's out in the front, difficult to overtake him. Number 12, Bradley Liebenberg, he's got the lead there. And the rest of the field as they come through down that hill now. Brad is trying to pull, as I can see, the fourth place man there, Wayman, trying to look, trying to get past it to get into that third place. But as I said, like I said, early stages of the race, don't fight each other too hard. You've got a 10-lapper here. Don't fight each other too hard there. Work together a little bit better. Otherwise, those leaders, as you see, the top two now already pulling a bit of a gap because Wayman there in third. He tried to go for that third position there. Okay, but it looks like it's still Brad Liebenberg. Yes, our TV monitor is just flashing. We'll get our technical guys to sort it out after this heat. But yeah, there's number 12, Bradley Liebenberg. And is it now, did Boyd go back to second position? We'll just have a look-see as they come down the hill trying to pick up on a number there. Yeah, Boyd definitely back to second position now. Grottes was there earlier. Although the monitor says it's still Kian Grottes there, number 13. We'll try and pick it up there. I don't know what's happening here, but I'm just watching on the phone here as well. But definitely it is our man Bradley Liebenberg. Liebenberg from Kian Grottes, Sebastian Boyd, Wayland Wayman, they're all in there as the guys come down the hill. I've just lost my monitor for a second, so apologies for that, but we're watching them live on the screen. As you can see the live stream if you're watching on our social media platforms. But there we go. Liebenberg just keeping the concentration, staying on the racing line now. And I'm going to try and pick up on the number as they come through, because number 13 is Kian Grottes, 69 is Boyd. So let's have a look, see as they come through. Definitely Liebenberg in the lead. But no, definitely that is Boyd. Definitely Boyd in the second place. So 69 is Boyd. There we go, and then we'll just have a look, see who's in the third position. But there's our two front runners. Those were the quickest guys out in the qualifying this morning, everybody. Brad Liebenberg from Sebastian Boyd as they come through. They've got a bit of a gap now. We'll try and pick up on those now. Yeah, there, our monitor. Okay, they've got it now. Kian Grottes in third, Wayland Wayman, Nicholas Bostanos, Eugene Brits, that's your top six, but there's our leaders coming through. So you can see now, yeah, Boyd will also know this stage he's not going to fight Brad too hard. He's going to hang in there, maybe leave it for a few laps later. Remember, he's a 10-lapper. We're on lap number 4. They are pulling a bit of a gap in that third place man. Kian Grottes, number 13. He's trying to come back at the front too there, as we see here on our live stream feed here from Formula K Benoni. It's the Rotax Max Nationals, round number 2 here. It's only heat number 1 of 3 today. Thank you for joining us here and enjoy all the action. Lots of spectators here and family and friends and all the mechanics here. But Liebenberg, see, he doesn't look over his shoulder. He just does his thing. He goes on his line. Boyd is hanging in there. I think he knows that Boyd won't do anything at this stage there. You can see Brad on the overalls there, but number 12 from number 69. Then 13, Kian Grottes there. So Brad going down the hill. He's not too worried at this stage. But when we get to the latter laps, you know, maybe then Boyd will try and do something as the rest of the guys just come through. So Brad Liebenberg, Boyd, Grottes, Wayland Wayman, Nicholas Bostanis, Eugene Brits, Carl Lawrence in 7th there. And let's just see. First of the DD2 guys actually is Wayland Wayman. He's leading, no, DD2 is actually Kian Grottes that's leading DD2. Remember, the Masters. First of the Masters, no, sorry, Eugene Brits is the first of the DD2 Masters. The first 4 guys is DD2 guys, and then we've got the Masters. They're all combined here. But Brad Liebenberg, now as my screen keeps flashing, I'm going to sort it out hopefully after this race here, ladies and gentlemen. But thank you for joining us. Brad Liebenberg looking, but look at that third place man. You can see Kian Grottes. He's getting closer. That's why Boyd is not fighting Brad too hard at this stage. They're only on lap number 5. It's only halfway through, but you'll see in the second half of this race, that is when they maybe will start diving each other. But that number 13, Grottus, definitely, last time I can see purple lap time as well. So he's got the lap time. He's maybe looked after his tires a little bit better in those first few laps. But that's all happening, yeah. There we go. But Liebenberg still looking good. Liebenberg, Boyd, Grottus, Wayland Weyman and Nicholas Bostanis. But there's our leaders now. At this stage now we know. We're now on lap number 6 of 10, yeah. And Brad is just staying there. Brad is keeping his cool, keeping the constant. Like I said, Brad doesn't look over his shoulder. He just keeps it going. And Boyd now has got a bit of pressure there from Kian Grottus. Kian now might want to get past this. I'm going to go after Brad Liebenberg, everybody. As I don't know if the back markers will come into play here. Because we're on lap number 6 of 10 there. Heat number 1 of DD2 and the DD2 Masters. Liebenberg now, he's doing a 1 or 2 car lane gap. There goes Kian Grottus. He goes for that maneuver. On the inside he says, come on Boyd, we need to go. We can't let Brad get away. But going for that overtake maneuver, remember you go off the racing line, you do slow yourself down, hold each other down. So that's where you can see now, that's why Brad now has got a bit of breathing space there. So number 13, Kian Grottus, and Sebastian Boyd will say, okay Kian, let's see, can you close that gap up to Brad? We can't let him get away here, with now going to be 6 of 10 laps completed as they come across the line here. Liebenberg from Grottus, from Boyd, there they go, and that's a second place, third place fight. So Grottus now will try and use all those white lines, those racing lines. Brad is just sitting, like I said, Brad is just driving a nice and concentrated race. He's staying on his racing line, getting his brake markers, and he's not being flustered. But Kian and Boyd now, they cannot let Brad get away. As you can see, Brad's got about a 3 or 4 car length gap there. So they're just going to keep pushing, yeah. Brad Liebenberg, Grottus, Boyd, that's the top 3 there. And as they come into your picture there, that's where Grottus is quite fast coming through that right-hander there. And he's putting the head down. He's trying to get as least wind resistance as he can. But Brad Liebenberg looking good, yeah. He's just keeping it cool. Very calm and collector. He's Brad Liebenberg. As okay, everything is freezing a little bit, yeah. Remember, yeah, in our ESCOM times, we sometimes lose a little bit of, as our monitor really going ballistic. With Liebenberg. out. But it's going to be a flag to flag win. Bradley Liebenberg. Bradley Liebenberg drove a superb heat number 1. And let's see. But yeah. Okay. Keon Grottis was a man with a pole. Sebastian Boyd, I think, had a good start there on the inside line as they go down the hill. But then it puts you on the outside. And yeah, you need to carry a lot of momentum here. You don't run too wide. Tires are still a little bit cold here on lap number 1. Let's see. I think it is that number 13. Is it him or did Brad manage to get past there? Watch out for Brad Liebenberg. Those cards, the top 3, similar in colors. But we'll watch them as they go now. Let's pick up on the number 10 laps here. Remember, Grottis, Boyd and Liebenberg. That will be the big fight will be. But even watch out for Wayland Weyman. Oh, and the guys are going for the inside move there. And yeah, I see number 75 there, Wayland. He was pushed a bit wide there. But it is Boyd from Grottis and Liebenberg. That's how they come down the hill to complete lap number 1. So Bradley Liebenberg's got a lot of work to do here. In heat number 2, 10 lapper, remember. Yes, Boyd, Grottis, Liebenberg, Wayland Weyman, for Stanis, Brits, Lawrence, Radojevic, Bielker, Johan Pieterse, and Carlo Gill. That's the top 11, but let's see. The top 4, must say, Wayland Weyman is hanging in there with those front 3 as those DD2 boys are fighting it out. Leading out the Masters is Eugene Brits in number 101. That's the first of the DD2 Masters, but they're the leaders as they come up the hill now. 10 lapper. These cars are quick. These are the big boys as we call them. The fastest guys out on track. And the last time out 56s that they done around this tight circuit. But yeah, Boyd is going a little bit defensive. Grottis is looking for a way through, and Bradley Liebenberg is just sitting there and waiting for those front 2 to make a mistake. Liebenberg will sit there, and any of those 2 that push each other wide, Liebenberg will go through. But look at it now. Oh, look at it now. Wayland Weyman pushing on the inside there of Liebenberg. He says, come on, I'm coming through here. So I think Liebenberg lost the position there as they come across the line. Yeah, Boyd, Grottis, Wayland Weyman, Liebenberg. So Wayland Weyman, he's the man on the move there. Fastest lap last time out. He didn't wait. He went on the inside of Liebenberg. So Liebenberg now down to 4th. And there's lots of work to do, but it's a lot tighter in this heat. The top 6 are very close. Now there's the rest of the guys, some of the DD2 Masters coming through. But oh, there's a maneuver. I think Grottis went for it on the inside of Boyd. He says, come on, we need to go. Wayland is coming. But Brad Liebenberg's got a bit of work to do now, but it's still happening here. Liebenberg will now start to put pressure here, and he needs to make up some places. Down lap number 3 of 10 there. But it is Grottis now. Grottis from Boyd. Someone running a little bit wide there. Someone lost out there a position. So let's see. Liebenberg back to 3rd. I think Weyman had a problem there. He lost momentum as he came out of that corner. But look there, 13 from 69 from 12. Those are the 3 boys that's been fighting it out hard. If someone kicking up a little bit of dust in the background as well. But here's our leaders coming through to complete lap number 3 of 10. It is Grottis, Boyd, Liebenberg. Yeah, Weyman's fallen back completely because Brits has gone to 4th. Postanes, Lawrence, Radejovic, they're all in there now. Yeah, Weyman must have had a problem. He's fallen back. He had a problem with his car. But look at those guys in the mid-pack fighting it out as well. That's the likes of Kyle Lawrence in the Masters, Dusan Radejovic, and Jonathan Pieterse in there. Yes, Grottis is leading out Boyd, Liebenberg. Let's see as we wait for our leaders now. That's actually the second pack now. Those guys, because there's our leaders now. The top 3 just pulling out. Then we've got that fight there for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th on the track. Yes, it's our leaders as they go through. But let's get back. There's that fight. 4th, 5th, and 6th. At Eugene Brits, Nicholas Vostanis, Carl Lawrence, and Dusan Radejovic. So difficult name there, but we're getting there. All good there. So that's a fight for the minor placings. They're not on the podium yet, but they'd like to get there. But let's see what's happening in front now. Back to the leaders now as they come across the line to complete lap number 4 of 10. Yeah, it's still Grottis, Boyd, and Liebenberg. So Liebenberg does have some work to do, but I'm sure he's looking after his tires, and he'll mount a charge later for the last few laps. Yes, our lead is coming through the little ace bend, as you can see. So Grottis, number 13 there, looking good. And definitely not an unlucky number there. 13, Keon Grottis, Sebastian Boyd, last time a purple laptop, but now Liebenberg, as you can see, putting pressure on Sebastian Boyd. Liebenberg says, come on, Boyd, we need to go. Can't let Grottis get away. I need to get now past. He's possibly going to try and go past him now and go after Grottis anytime soon now. With on lap number 5 of 10 is going to be halfway through this race. And Grottis there getting a good drive out of that turn. Look at Liebenberg there putting lots of pressure now. Is he going to? Yes, he's going to go for it. On the inside there, he had to, but he gave Boyd enough room, and Boyd kept the momentum. But he's just showing him a wheel and says, come on, Boyd, we need to go. That front guy's getting away. Can't let that guy get away. We need to stay with him. Otherwise, this race is gone. Brad Liebenberg who won the first race. Sebastian Boyd this time, well, last time out was a purple lap time. But Bostanis this time out with a purple lap time in the 4th. But Liebenberg now, I think will now, on lap number 6 of 10, Liebenberg will really need to start put the pressure on Boyd there if they want to get to Grottis. Grottis now just looking good. He's got the clean air and he's just keeping the smooth racing line. Liebenberg running wide out of that turn. And he's really going to try and keep as much as momentum as he can. As you can see, he looks a bit quicker through that section. But Boyd is just there and he can't get past him yet. That just gives Grottis a little bit of a gap now. Grottis takes all of the room. Grottis puts the head down now. He really is trying to clear out now. Liebenberg, he really needs to do it shortly. Otherwise, there's a good late braking there from Boyd. He's looking good through that turn. Oh, that time, yeah. Good momentum there. So actually now, Brad not fighting Boyd, and they are catching up back to Grottis now. So it's all happening now, people. It's going to be 6 of 10 completed with 4 to go. So it's not all over here in the front. Let's see as they go, but it's still Grottis, Boyd and Liebenberg, but it's also close. Bostanis, Lawrence, Brits, Radejovic, Pieterse, Bilker and Gill is your top 10. But there's the leaders coming through, and thank you everybody for watching on our live stream feed here. All action here at Benoni at Formula K. There's some of the back markers going through, but back to the leaders down the hill. Yes, they're closer. Liebenberg there is very good through that section. The right hand, let's say the big long horseshoe at the bottom. And it's quite fast. You see there also, he's putting a lot of pressure on Boyd coming through that tight section. And then Boyd is good again as they come up this next straight into this tight left-hander. And he's quite late on the brakes with Grottis just looking over his shoulder. He's on lap number 7 of 10, but I'm sure they're still going to be chopping. You see there, this is where Boyd is very good. And he carries the momentum. He's right, and Liebenberg is just going with him there. But now, they really need to put pressure on our leader, Grottis now. If anything's going to change, because it's 7 of 10, not many laps left, 3 laps to go here. In heat number 2 of the DD2s and the DD2 Masters. All good there. Liebenberg, Grottis, that time a purple lap time. So let's see, but it's all close. Bradley, I think he gave Boyd a little bit of a nudge there. He said, come on, Boyd, Grottis is going away. This is where Grottis is very good in that sector number 1. Oh, the rest of the guys coming through there. You can see there at the back, Justice Bilker, Carlo Gill, they're all in there. But back to the leaders now. And Grottis again, he's got about a 2 kart length lead. And it's now, I don't know, Bradley just can't get past Sebastian Boyd. But this is the section, see there, you can see Brad is really quick. And then come up to this next section. And then it's going to be where Boyd, remember their karts, so depending how the kart is set up. But this is the section where Boyd is good. You'll see as they come up to this next turn on the brakes here, up to this left-hander. There we go. Boyd is very good through here. And it's not really, Brad can't get past there, but that's where Boyd closes in on Grottis. But this time out, 2 laps to go. It's almost all or nothing now. They need to go. If there's anything, if they've got anything in hand, it's time now. Grottis really looking good in the front there after taking the lead earlier on. Here we go. Kian Grottis, Boyd, Liebenberg, Vostanis, Lawrence, Brits, Radejovic, Pieterse, Bilker and Gill. But come back to the leaders now. Down lap number 9, not many laps left. As you can see, Boyd is now starting to slide. The tires are going off here towards the end. Remember, it's quite hot and those slick tires working very hard. And Grottis at this stage, he looks like he's got enough space. And Bradley just can't get past Boyd. So it's just stationary. And I don't know, there might be a back mark, and I don't think the back mark is close enough. No, it's all good. But as you can see, Grottis has just got that little bit of a gap now. And like I said, this next session, up the hill there, Boyd is good. Grottis does look over his shoulder. Liebenberg is just sitting there and wondering, what can we do? Trying to push Boyd along. Maybe on the very last lap, he's going to try and do that overtake maneuver as they get into that left-hander. But this time around, Grottis will see 1 lap to go. Liebenberg this time very close as the rest of the guys. There's Bostanis also coming through. But they're going to come down the hill. Okay, our leader now, 1 lap to go. Yes, Grottis looking good, he's got space. Oh, Bradley running wide there as he comes through this right-hander after the start finish. Grottis, I think he's got enough space here, but can Bradley Liebenberg do anything about Sebastian Boyd? Liebenberg would at least like to get that second place, and then later in heat number 3, it's all for the overall win for the day. It's also about championship points. Remember, Liebenberg won heat number 1. Grottis looking good now. Purple lap time out last time, so Grottis has got the hammer down. He saved it yet till the last lap. Liebenberg is going to look for a way past Boyd now. Liebenberg really knows the win, I think, is gone, unless Grottis makes a big mistake. And Grottis will quickly glance over his shoulder, but I think he sees they're not close to him, and he needs to keep it together. Liebenberg, is he going to go for this inside move? He's trying, but Boyd is very good on the brakes here. Brad says, no, it's okay. I'll stick behind you, give you pressure up the hill. Boyd has a look. Liebenberg just shows him the wheel on the inside there, but that means he runs a bit wide on the exit. Coming down the hill, it's going to be checkered flag time there. And very well done. Kian Grottis takes the flag from Sebastian Boyd. Bradley Liebenberg, a good race in the front. It's going to be a humding of a 10-lapper, and away they go. So let's say good clean start by all as they go. And for the first time down the left, remember, tires are still a little bit cold. Try and get to that outside berth, carry that momentum through. And at this stage, let's just see. We'll see. I don't know if Bradley managed to maybe pop into a second position. We'll watch out for that numbers. But it still looks like, I think it is number 13. Yeah, and we'll see as they come along. Someone try and dive on the inside there as they come through. So there's a little bit of jostling there in the initial stages. And we'll pick up on those numbers shortly. But you can't get held up here. So let's just pick up on the numbers as they go up the hill. But it's definitely so. Bradley Liebenberg's got a lot of work to do again, because I think Bostanis gave him pressure. It looks like it is Grottis and Boyd that's got the lead here. We'll just see, double check as they come through. The first time to complete lap number 1 over the line, and there we go. Let's have a look, see. It is Grottis. Liebenberg actually in second. So Liebenberg now is where he wants to be. Liebenberg up to second. Grottis, Liebenberg, Bostanis. Boyd was the man who lost out a bit there into fourth. So Liebenberg, he will now put all the pressure he can on Kian Grottis. That's what Brad wanted on lap number 1 here, just to get into that second position. They come down the hill. A little bit of late braking there. You can see Grottis now will know Liebenberg is there, and he's going to feel the pressure. They're already clearing out a little bit. Yeah, Bostanis is making it difficult for Boyd, because he got past Boyd. And now Liebenberg is very good through this section here. His Kart is set up, so that's where he's very fast, and he'll put the pressure. So maybe this time he'll early maybe try and go for the dive on the inside as it goes. But there's our 3rd, 4th and 5th place for Bostanis, Boyd and Lawrence. Lawrence doing well there. Although Lawrence is a master, he's leading out the masters. But the guys are looking good, and they're fighting it out for the podium there. But now we're only on lap number 2 of 10 here. That's all happening here. Grottis and Liebenberg. Grottis will feel the pressure from Liebenberg as they come through now. And he's got a good gap there. He's doing well. He's got, they're doing very similar lap times, but purple lap time there from Kian Grottis. Last time out, but Grottis, Liebenberg, Bostanis, Boyd, Lawrence, Pieterse, Brits, Bielke, Radojevic, Weyman. He lost out. Hughes, Gill, Billinger, Pienstra. That's how they line up. Coming down the hill now, as you can see. But remember also those front two, they do need to work together initially. Try and build a gap before they start diving each other. Otherwise, they'll bring that the podium group. Third and fourth will come into play. And you can see Bostanis has really got the hammer down as Boyd tries to go for the inside move there. Look at it, but those two, they went completely off the line and defensive. They really broke their momentum. That's just going to put them a little bit further behind. Bradley says, I'm not looking for the inside dive yet as they go up the hill. So 13 from 12. Grottis from Liebenberg as they go. And Brad's got good rough coming out that top corner. He will size it up and line it up where he thinks he can make the overtake later. But at this stage, a little bit look after the tires. And it's only lap 3 of 10. Grottis, Liebenberg, Bostanis, Boyd, Lawrence, and Brits, Pieterse, Bielker, Weyman. Okay, but there's our two leaders. There's the podium fight coming through next. That's Bostanis, Boyd, and Lawrence. The sun is beating down on us here in Benoni, Formula K. But it's been a glorious day here with awesome racing here at the Rotax Max National Round 2. And look at everybody, even those back markers, all through the field are having their fights. But we're keeping our eye on the front pack, and then we're keeping our eye on that podium fight. There we go for Stanis, Boyd and Lawrence. There's our leaders coming through now. Must say, Rotax is very good coming around that right-hander up to this little section, yeah. And Liebenberg just having a look there, but he'll stay on the racing line. They've got a big enough gap now because that for Stanis, Boyd and Lawrence having their own little fight. But Liebenberg will now, 4 of 10, he will think of where can he possibly do that overtake maneuver. But Kian Grottes, he's holding his own. He's looking good in the front there. So let's say that time out. Liebenberg with a purple lap time. So Liebenberg really putting the pressure, looking. Maybe that's the one place he might have a look is down that left hand. Oh, someone running wide there. So I think it was Vostanis running wide, and I think Boyd has passed him. And Lawrence as they come to it. Yes, our leaders coming down the hill. So we're keeping an eye on the leaders, and there's the podium fight. Those guys, well, they've given up on the lead. They're just fighting it out for third. Bradley Liebenberg had a purple lap time last time out. So he's got the speed, but only a tenth quicker. There's that podium fight, as you can see, and there's the two leaders just up ahead. Okay, so it looks like Boyd has now gone through to that third place after Bustanis ran a bit wide. But in the meantime, Kian Grottes halfway through this race almost. Next time around it'll be 5 of 10 completed. So Brad really, if he's got whatever he wants to do, as we can just see 129 there behind 24. Lawrence putting pressure on Bustanis with Boyd. Carl Lawrence leading the DD2 Masters class. So there we go. And Grottes really looking good, yeah. I'm sure, yeah, I wanted to say it's going to be a purple lap time by Grottes, and it is. Grottes taking the purple lap time, fastest lap of the race last time out. Grottes, Liebenberg, Boyd, Vostanis, Lawrence, Brits, Pieterse. There we go. Can you see the podium fight and everybody else coming through the S's there? The rest of the back markers. And okay, there's our leaders now through that thing. And then it is that podium fight. So there's 2 big fights out on the track. One is for the lead, and then one is for the podium. With Boyd leading out Vostanis and Lawrence there, as you can see, for that podium as they go through that right-hander now. But there's our leader now. Look at Grottes. He's got his head down. Physically putting his head down now. He knows this is now crunch time now. And at that time, Brad looked at the inside there. That's possibly where he's going to try and go for that overtake. And he's put the pressure. He's as close as he's been the whole race. Down the hill now. He's going to go and maybe line him up for that left-hander when they come down the start-finish line right, and then later. Okay, over the line. Grottes, Liebenberg, Boyd, Vostanis, Lawrence, Brits, Pieterse, and Weimann. But in the front, no changes yet. Liebenberg just keeping the pressure on. He's trying to force Grottes into a mistake. But there's our podium fight. Then behind them, there's Pieterse, Weiland, Weimann, Dusan Radojevic. He's also in there. The leaders go through the horseshoe one more time. And that podium fight, third place being led out by Sebastian Boyd. And the sun is really beating down here on us. And you must know how hot it is for those competitors. Under the helmet, under the racing overalls there. In the hot sun, really concentrating, sweating it out. Grottes is looking good now, trying to pull a bit of a gap. But Liebenberg will come back fighting. There he goes, Liebenberg quite good through that section there. Up the hill, and there's the podium fight. There's still Boyd, Vostanis and Lawrence as they go up the hill and turn right. But next time around, there's only 3 laps to go. It's almost now or never. Liebenberg, if he's got something, it's time for him to make a move now. Over the line, Grottes, Liebenberg, Boyd, Vostanis and Lawrence. There they go. And the rest of the field, Brits, Pieterse, Weimann, Radejovic, Bilker and Gill will be up next. But here's the leader. Bradley is now putting pressure there on to Kian Grottes as the rest of the guys make their way through the S's. The leaders come down the hill. And now Brad must take that white line. Yes, he's carrying momentum now. He's really thinking, where can I make it? It's going to have to be like a late braking maneuver. Almost won't say kamikaze, but he's going to have to go for the brave move there. And as everybody's going mad here upstairs, the guys, and all good. Look at Grottes, he's got the head down with 2.5 laps to go in this 10-lapper here on DD2 and DD2 Masters. Liebenberg, is he going to go? Let's just see. There's Boyd. That's your third place now, Boyd. He's putting a bit of a gap, so he's leaving the 4th and 5th place men behind him. So he wants to get to a safe podium, and if anything happens in front, he can possibly pick up the pieces. Remember, this time around, it's going to be 8 laps completed. Let's see there. Kian Grottes, Liebenberg, Boyd, Vostanes, Lawrence, and Brits and Peterse. That's up to 7th as they go. But now look at, okay, now Liebenberg. Liebenberg now, he's now maybe, did he look enough after the tires? Has he got just that little bit more speed in him? And he's going to try and go for the overtake now. He's really sizing up. Grottus will feel the pressure now with 1.5 laps to go. Now Bradley Liebenberg's got lots of experience. He's going to feel the pressure now, but he's done well the whole day. That is Grottus now. And we need to look at that front guys now as the rest of the guys, they just come through here. And everybody's excited. Okay, let's look at our leaders. There they come. Because 3rd place is quite safe there. 3rd, 4th and 5th a little bit strung out now, as you can see. They're 3rd, 4th and 5th. As they go through Boyd, Vostanes and Lawrence. But back to our leaders now. Okay, Bradley will have one more chance later in that left hand. He's going to make it now. So it's going to be 1 lap to go this time around when they come down the hill. He's going to have to do it. It's all happening here, people. In this last lap here of the DD2 at Formula K in Benoni. And Grottus as they go down. Let's see. Okay, Bradley was looking, but Grottus is carrying a lot of momentum. So he couldn't that time. That was one overtaking spot. If he had a chance, Grottus really doing well and staving off the pressure. There's your 3rd, 4th and 5th place and comes up 6, 7 and 8 through the S's. But the leader's coming down the hill now with just half a lap to go. I think Bradley's got one more chance as they come up the hill and up to this left-hander. Is he going to go for that overtake maneuver? Is he going to dive on the inside? That's almost his only chance there as they come up the hill now. Let's just see. There's our leaders through that right-hander now. Keep the momentum. Try and get some momentum now. Grottus will think about it. Must I go defensive? Am I go? Yeah, he's got the space. He's got the drive there. Bradley's going to try, but he's too late there. Hasn't got enough. He'll try and keep the momentum now. Well done. If Grottus is going to take this one, he kept the pressure there off Bradley Liebenberg off him. But Grottus, as they come down the hill, he'll just keep his foot buried now. And unless he makes a big mistake, checkered flag down. Well done there. Keon Grottus, Liebenberg, Sebastian Boyd, Vostanes.
We'll start off with DD2 overall. 6th position, Kart 75, Wayland Wyman. Wayland. Is Wayland here? In 5th position, 101, Eugene Brits. Come Eugenie. In fourth position in DD2 overall, Kart 129, Carl Lawrence. I think Carl's affected by engine strip, so Carl's not here. We'll keep his trophy for him. In 3rd position, Kart 24, Nicholas Vostanes. Well done, Nick. 2nd position goes to Kart 69, Sebastian Boyd. And the winner for the day, unfortunately, couldn't be here for prize giving. Corey, will you collect the trophy? Okay. Jared's going to do that. Our winner for the DD2s today, Kart number 12, Brad Liebenberg. Guys, again, our DD2 overall results, 75. In 6th position, Wayland Wyman. In 5th, 101, Eugene Brits. In 4th, 129, Carl Lawrence. In 3rd, 24, Nicholas Vostanes. In 3rd, 69, Sebastian Boyd from Cape Town. And our winner, Bradley Liebenberg. Right. Then we move on to our DD2 Masters. Obviously, racing is a class within a class. And there we have for the top 3 competitors. DD2 in 3rd position, Masters 191, Mark Villinger. And also, Mark is also one of our Namibian competitors. Well done, Mark. Definitely something other than racing in Namibia. Good result. In 2nd position, kart number 101, Eugene Brits. And it is rather unfortunate that Carl is also in the business of karting and he's involved in the engine strip. But our winner of the day, the DD2 Master winner, unfortunately not here, 129, Carl Lawrence. If we can ask that somebody just collects Carl's trophy on his behalf as well, please. Right, guys, from our side, thank you very much.